guys, welcome to Purpose Doula. My name is Maria Owusu, and I am excited to help you birth God's vision and goals that He has called you to fulfill. I am going to be quite honest with you in this video. I want to share what my struggle is in creating content and how I am going to create steps in a strategy to overcome my own fears. I think it's important to understand that we are all here to learn from one another. I'm not perfect, you're not perfect, and the so called experts in any industry, whatever it is that you may be in, they're not perfect either. So I need to be real with myself and have a come to Jesus meeting with my Purpose Crown pushers. Where you at? And my Purpose Crown kings. I see you. And let you all know your girl has been struggling. Y'all ready? Let's go. So here we are. I am all about content creation and this whole vibe that I get when I create content can be overwhelming for me because I am not used to doing it on a consistent basis. You know, I'll be like jumping in, jumping out, jumping in, jumping out, sort of like a double Dutch thing with me. But I'm learning to stay in the moment, be mindful of what this present time is, and know that I'm learning. I'm still underground. I'm still rooted in visibility purposes, if you want to call it that. And I'm still growing in this process of understanding exactly what it is that I am to serve and how I'm supposed to serve in this content world. I It's really difficult for me to just turn on the camera and talk when there's no one in the room. If you understand what I'm trying to say, if you've created content, you press record, sometimes everything that you had in here just leaves. You don't even know what it is that you were trying to say. It just disappears. And I have been chopping up my content, chopping up the recordings, and basically just chopping it up to be more palatable for everyone to chew. So it's almost as if I'm still performing. I'm still asking for your validation. I'm still asking to be accepted because I don't want you to see my finished product and not accept it for what it is. I feel like I have to edit whatever it is that I have recorded down to a perfection piece. And lately, God has just been revealing to me, Maria, you don't need to do that. You are perfect just the way you are. And when I say perfect, not meaning perfect like, my boo boo don't stink, but perfect meaning I created those flaws. I created the hangups. I created the stuttering, the muttering, the everything. The way I have created you is good. When I saw you, I said, good. Go and do my work and stop editing down what I have told you to speak. Stop editing the version of you just to be perfect in someone's eyes that you don't even know. And I'm here now in this moment, just going to start sending my content the way it is without editing it anymore. Another word that I'm hearing in my spirit right now, go with the flow. Move like water. Move like the spirit, Because if you're trying to constantly edit down what you have taught and edit down your prayers, edit down what you're speaking, what you're building, you're basically dismantling the house that you're building. You're dismantling God's business, God's brand. You're dismantling his altar that you're building by editing down everything that you have worked for. So this is for you, for anybody who is just thinking that they always have to edit their final product so that people will listen or people will watch. I'm in this process of now saying, you know what? Whoever this is for, they will find it. I'm going to post it. I'm going to leave it as is. And it's going to feed the person's spirit in the time that they need it. I just need to be obedient to the process of growing in wisdom, in understanding, in knowledge. I don't need to go and fish right now. I need to be still, listen, and be obedient. This is the season in which God is calling me to be consistent. This is the season where He's saying you're no longer called to hide. You need to show up and show out and tell my people about me. This is the season where you just need to follow me, and there will be a time where you need to go and get the people and bring them to your table. But for right now, you are speaking, you are learning, you are growing. And that takes time. You can't look at someone else's journey and compare their journey to yours. You don't know what, if, how, when, where, who that process was made. All you know is you're looking at numbers and you're trying to compare your apples to their oranges. It's not going to work. Stay in the process in which you are and learn and grow in the learning process. And I want to share with you that this is not easy for me because I want to go straight to my editing process and edit that thing. I want to go ahead and say cut, 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 cut. Edit, 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 edit. I didn't like this part. I didn't like that part. Ooh, I stuttered in that part. I didn't say what I needed to say in this part. And that's okay. You can do another recording. You can create another piece of content. But what you're not going to do is discard. What you're not going to do is say delete. What you're not going to do is edit down what I have put inside your heart, because you're watering down my blessing. And I'm just going to have to be obedient to my own teaching. It's easy for everyone else to get in front of the camera, press record, and you know what? We're cheering you on, we're applauding, we're giving you all this advice that you should follow. But when it comes to taking our own advice, crickets. We don't know how to sometimes follow the advice that we give to others because we're always on the outside looking into somebody else's mess. But when it's time to look in the eyes of who we're constantly looking at every day, which is us, ourselves, we don't we don't know what to do. So I thank God that the Holy Spirit is giving me permission to speak on this, which is, I think what this is be bold and flow. Be bold and flow with the rhythm of who God has called you to become. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be a straight path. But if you're consistently seeking Him, it's going to get easier with every step. And I'm not running to the finish line. I just need to walk it out. I'm a walker. I don't need to run. I've done enough running in my life. I am a professional runner. Now I'm no longer running from him. I'm walking towards him. And sometimes, even when I'm tired walking, I'm steady crawling. If I'm not crawling, I have to roll. We gotta roll. We gotta roll to him, but I can't be disobedient and stop because I don't want to do what he's called me to do, and I don't want to do it the way he's told me to do it. Because he's very specific with details. And when details matter, he's giving us those details for a reason. It's not, if I was to say, well, at least I'm posting content, it is what it is. I'm just posting what to post. No, I'm giving specific instructions to, yeah, be consistent in your posting, but now do it this way instead of doing it that way. And I want to be clear when I speak. Sometimes I get nervous. I'm trying to think of words. I'm trying to think of the right words. I'm not trying to sound stupid. And then all of a sudden I draw a blank and I edit that part out. Well, now guess what? If that all of that's gonna stay in. All of that is gonna stay in. I don't care what it is. Well, no, I do care. I really do care. People be saying they don't care, but no, I care. I care a lot. But I need to remember that it is not life and death. I'm going to improve. I'm going to get better. And it starts with me just knowing that I can do this. Fear has no hold on me. Fear has no hold on you. How long have you been shackled in fear and not show up to do what you've been assigned to do? How long have you been shackled to procrastination? How long are we going to continue staying binded to anxiety, depression? These things are real. These things are keeping people locked inside a box called complacency. And we can't continue doing that anymore. I have placed an eviction notice on procrastination, complacency, comfort zone, anxiety, depression, the words I can't. I, I need to understand that if I'm going to succeed in God's vision for my life, I need to find a way. I need to go deep and find a way. And guess what? If I have to get tools, if I have to go on here and say, y'all, I need your help, if I need a different strategy, if I need to hire a coach, what is it that I need to do to make sure that I succeed in what He's called me to build and what He has asked me to do? I can't continue saying next year. It's not the time. No, the time is right now. Now is the time. We are here for but a short amount of time. We are preparing for eternity because this is temporary. Everything that we see right now is temporary. We are preparing for eternity. And if we can't get it right here, right now, who knows if there's going to be a next time? There are certain things we don't get a second chance to do. The opportunity is right now. So I am going to be obedient and do what He has told me to do, stay consistent in building content and talking about His word, and not edit down the process in which I'm doing it in, not edit down what He has told me to speak, irregardless of how I feel or what it is that I think or how it's going to be received. If only one person likes it, which is Him, I've done my part. It's out there. It's positive. It shows his light. It shows his mercy. It shows his greatness. I'm not talking down on anyone. I'm not building you know, anyone's altar up in here. I'm talking about God. And that is a great thing. So why not support that? Why not raise that high, shout it from the rooftops? Why not? Why are you sitting inside the fear zone when you know God has told you, talk about me to everyone you know? Share the goodness of his word to everyone you see. Why are you just keeping it all inside when you know that he has done so much for you and somebody needs to hear your testimony? I don't know about you, but I can't keep quiet anymore. The fire is burning inside my heart to share the goodness and the greatness of who God is and continues to be on an everyday level with me. So yeah, we're this labor room session is about to get real fierce, real hot, because I'm going to be obedient and make sure that when I press record, I post. I don't put it in the hot box of editing. I don't put it in the hot box of uh, scissors. I don't give it any type of this and this and this and this and that, all the fireworks and all of that. Nah, it's good. It is good. When I heard it, it was good. When he assigned it, it is good. And you're going to think it's good too. Whew. All right. Thank you all so much. This was so amazing. I feel so free. I feel so free. I feel like a weight has just been lifted because it takes time for me to edit my videos. It takes days sometimes. And I be stressed. I be like, oh, I don't know if they'll like this. Okay, let me do it this way. Let me put this in. But nope. He said, nope, don't do that no more. I don't want that no more. Post it the way it's supposed to be posted. All right. So that is it. I just hope you all just love it. If you don't, it's okay. You'll find another video that you like. Just go through my catalog and you will find other videos that you love, that you like, that you will share, that you will comment on. And then don't forget to subscribe. Thank you all so much for joining me in this labor room today with Maria Owusu. I love you all so much. Have a great night or day. Doesn't matter, but enjoy it. See you all next time.